In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to find the circumcenter of a triangle, specifically an obtuse triangle, and in this situation, the circumcenter point will be outside the triangle itself. To do this, we have to find the angle bisector of all three sides. So let's begin. We're going to go click on the circle tool and create a circle from point A. And you want to drag it so the radius of the circle is beyond the midpoint. Hit the select button, and then click that purple point to label it. Now, in order to find the perpendicular bisector, we have to create the same exact size circle from point B. And to do that in Desmos, we have to identify the radius that we use to create the first circle. So go to your segment tool and create segment AD by clicking on A and then clicking on D. And you can see that AD is now blue. If you want to change the color of that radius, you can hit the arrow or the select button, click the segment, and select a different color. I'm going to go with orange. All right, so now I'm going to go to more tools, and I'm going to use the compass option. It tells me to choose a segment. The segment needs to be the radius. It's going to be the radius of the new circle. Let me click that. And now I have this grayed circle that I need to place. I need to find the point or the center of the new circle. I'm going to select B. As soon as I click on that point B, the gray circle turns green. Next step would be to go to the select tool. No, go to the point tool. And we want to identify the two locations where the two circles intersect. Here's one. Here's the other. And now we're going to label each of those intersection points. The last step for this side would be to click the line tool and construct line EF. This is a 90-degree angle, so line EF is a perpendicular bisector of the side AB. We're going to repeat that process from point B and from point C. Before we do that, you may want to clean up the construction area. To do that, select the arrow icon and click on any of these additional pieces like the circle and hit hide. Don't delete it, but just hide it. I want to keep all of that. And I think we can also hide E and F. And to hide multiple items, click on one, hold down the Shift key, and click on another. So now we have the perpendicular bisector for AB. In the next video, I'll recreate this process from points B and C. All right, now let's replicate that process from angle B. If we use the same radius to construct a circle, and so we put a circle at point B and then a circle at point C, we run into a dilemma. The circles don't intersect, and they need to intersect in order to create the perpendicular bisector. So let's delete these two circles. Okay. To avoid that situation, make sure your circle has a radius that is beyond the midpoint of segment BC. You will then need to identify a new radius. And our new radius is BG. I'm going to keep it blue this time as to not interfere with the other radius that we're working from. So now I have a bigger circle that I have to recreate. Go to compass, select my radius, and now I have to select a new center for the circle. That's going to be angle C. Now I have a situation where the two circles intersect, and I can identify and mark those intersection points. The last step for this side of the triangle is to construct HI. I would like to reduce the work on the screen. So go to select. I'm going to click on the two circles. Click the first one, press the shift button, click the second one, and hit hide. Don't delete these. If you delete them, then it will also delete your perpendicular bisector. I am going to click on H, points H and I, and hide those as well. Okay. Alrighty, so now we have to repeat that process from point or angle C. So I'm going to go out to a circle. Oh, don't want to do that. Let's go back. Alrighty, so I'm going to go to the circle, click on C, and drag my radius so it's more than the midpoint of segment AC. Now I'm going to identify that radius that I need to use to recreate that same size circle. But first I'm going to label. Okay, so now I want to identify segment CJ, and I would like to make this side red. Okay. So now that I have identified my new radius, I can go use the compass tool. I'm going to use the red radius, CJ, and I'm going to select A for my new center. I have two new intersection points that I need to highlight. And I do want to label both of them. So now we have KL. And the last step for this side is to construct line KL. All right. And you can see that the three lines, those three not angle bisectors, but perpendicular bisectors, have met at this point right here. So I can click there. Nope, I don't want to do that. I have to hit the point button and then select the intersection points of the three. Here we go. I am going to hide the two circles. And I'm also going to hide points K and L. And then let's label our intersection point M. All right, so now our final step for this construction will be to construct circle M. So click the circle tool, click M as the center, and then you're going to drag until your circle goes through all 3 points, A, B, and C. And now you have finished your construction. You have found your circumcenter, and you've used that to inscribe. Nope. You've used that to circumscribe a circle around a triangle.